Okay, I immensely respect and love everybody to the fullest extent of them deserving respect. Period. Okay. um, I don't know. I'm peaceful. I don't bother nobody. People love to bother me. Now, again, you got a lot of people that don't seem to understand. Doesn't matter your nationality. That from the 1800s and maybe even before then, systems were set up to cause certain groups to struggle, to literally put them in a place where they are outside and homeless, probably stemming from when they were taking territory. Let's just keep it simple. Taking territory by force, bullying families, children, people to leave their home. Literally, homes, theirs, that you guys live in now. It says, mine, mine, mine. We must protect ourselves from you. So systematically, people are put in poverty. They're put on a list like they're criminals right from birth. These things that they've put together, most of us don't know. Maybe their people know. And you think somebody would have a good smart hat and say, I'm not going to participate. But then that means poverty. And no one wants to be in poverty. But why has no one taken steps to say, I'm going to make a difference? Now, Jerry Springer kind of stepped out. I'm sure there's others. But with social media, normally on paper, people leave things to people that they know probably are deserving or were unfairly treated. Kind of like a reparation. But this system says, this is property. I'm property, she's property, whatever. They deem you property from childhood, from birth, with the certificates and the numbers at this present time. Before, they weren't supposed to use your social for anything but taxes. Now they want to use it for everything. We need to identify who's who. Don't get me wrong. There are some people out here that are doing things, and it's literally not based on race, but they're simply trying to survive in a system that says, not you. You weren't chosen. And they're steady trying to find ways. It is illegal. If you have a daughter or a sister or a woman that's randomly just walking up the street, for somebody to offer her something and she comes and stay with them or accept it, and then she finds herself having sex with multiple men and getting beat up because she don't want to and all that. Yeah, that's illegal. But a lot of these men have been beat down to such pulps, it doesn't matter the nationality, that they feel like that's the only way. I'm not justifying, I'm just giving you a snapshot. When you have basically, like myself, I'm not bothering anybody, but I'm out here working like a man. And that makes the system look like you're a threat. You're on the watch list. We need to watch you. You're not supposed to achieve going above $1,600 a month. You're not supposed to achieve starting a real estate company. Now, again, there are people doing this all day on the internet. But some people were chosen to be in poverty. Let's try it again. Some people were put into poverty as if a criminal from birth. And somebody was saying the man was getting on the bus and he didn't have the money. Now, all he have to do is ask God, because God is the money and he knows how to get to you. That's where I'm at. Well, how come you don't have a house? Well, again, this strategic, sick-headed plan that people put together says that you're never to have a house because you actually own something. And they don't want you to know it because they're building a casino with your stuff. They're putting some Jezebel in your house, a real whore. Yeah, the one that your father left you, they're going to leave it to a whore. And this whore got all these street folks here in Chicago stalking you, telling you you're not good enough so that she can feel good enough to take what you got because she's with one of these ex-wannabe, I'm still in place politicians. Ones that don't want to let go because they have been doing crime since the 1800s, and the machine says approved. Now, don't everybody know about this machine? It's very stealth mode because, again, in the 1800s, 1900s, early, people were coming here from all over the world, like Marshall Field. Okay? J.P. Morgan, a whole bunch of people were coming to the United States, setting up camp. Evil They weren't. I love everybody, but these people were very cold-hearted. Again, they're coming from cold countries, and they set up shop here. Some of them got rejected for being so evil or greedy or just doing too much demand on resources. So they were banned to their places and were rejected from coming back, but they still had already set up businesses and corporations here, according to who can succeed and who cannot. So to this day, these people and their children are on this slavery list that's not public, but very stealth mode, destined for doom, gloom, and destruction. And the more they try to get out, start businesses, the more they try to do various things, they're stopped in their tracks. Just my business. Someone told me I can't use whatever I was using, and anytime I tried to do any deals, it was a blockage. And they put people around me to create those blockages. Anytime I had a relationship, there were people put in place. I'm watching the little clown cars trying to get that spot I had. Like I don't have my own personal spot. That's why I'm sitting here. Everybody trying to wake up and move their car to the spot I just left so they can be in that spot. I ain't mad, but you should be in the bed. It's bedtime. Stalking parking spots where you paid. That's weird. So if I go down the street, I'm gonna show you. I just left this little spot. And everybody's trying to get this spot. Now, okay, maybe somebody took it because that little car, they're really weird. I mean, this one is constantly. Okay, so you see the cars? I was parked right here. Might still be open. I got it. Right here. Now this car not even gonna be here long. But it's just the idea that I wanted to get back in that spot. They do this. I don't know if these are, I want to say cops that says, yeah, give her a hard time. Or people on that ex-politicians list of just irritating me. Acting like a girl. These people show up as a female in the system, in certain places. Because first of all, they're using female energy to be troublesome. Brainless women that again probably was put on a slave list and they feel like this is their come up by working with these evil people. But really, the system has been in place and is not in place for it. They consider slave. Now, they have $1 billion on paper. They'll take it. They'll give it to you. But at some point, generally, you're supposed to die. You're supposed to die. And you're watching too. You can see me through here. Watching me circle round, waiting on me to go in the house so they can finally leave the spot. I'm going to show you guys. Now, you saw there was a guy parked there. If you didn't, there was a whole row of cars there all full. He's just sitting there looking like a dummy, like I was told to sit here so you go in the house and then I'm going to drive away. Now, if I park right here in the back, I promise you I'm going to walk to the front and you're going to see that spot clear. Now, I ain't got nothing to do. I'm going to circle around one more time to look for the spot. I just want you to see. This happens all the time. And then this house over here is like a business spot. But again, I think people is messy. They're hired to be messy. Just messy people. These are the people that are in poverty. They feel like they have no options because they don't believe in God. God is the option. God is the answer. Jesus is the answer. But people don't believe that. They want to do the criminal thing where it's already said don't do that. They're going to do it anyway because they feel that's the only option. And they get away with it for so long, but it's meant to put you in bondage. It's meant to throw you back into the system. It's meant to basically prove what somebody wrote down for your family. That you are poverty stricken, you have poverty. I keep hearing people say property. Oh, they get on my nerves. Property. Like you don't see a whole R right there between the P and the O, really? Oh, she's putting property. Oh my God. Not property. Poverty. That irritates me so bad. Who am I? I'm not God. That just irritates me. Property. Oh, yeah, see, he's still here. This little gray truck behind the red car. See that? In front of the red car. He ain't going nowhere. I don't even know why he over here. I don't think he live over here. He's just sitting in the car. All right, so we're going to go upstairs now. And we're going to show you how they're going to drive off as soon as I go to the back And I don't know how they're gonna see me. I guess they're gonna see me stop circling around. But yeah, we gotta go in. I got time for these people. But they don't do nothing. Just drive around. Yeah, do a crime. They still crime. I'm not accusing this man. I don't know these people. But he's sitting there looking stupid. I'm not even gonna look across the street. Because this is what they do. I can go up there. They don't even live over here. They just sitting up here playing outside. I'm just gonna get out of the way. That's what they want. I'm talking about when they get out. Ghetto hoe. Ugly. Yep, said camera on. What the trick say? Y'all heard him? I want to go and be messy. Because I don't know who that hoe to talk to. Mentally ill stuff. There's some mentally ill people. I'm like, this dumb part. Leave these people alone. Because I know she ain't talking on no phone. This probably the ignorant child that was walking through the alley one day talking to that man. She ain't having no clothes. I'm not giving my money. I'm giving my phone. Weirdo. I ain't trying to have no problem with these mentally ill people, so I'm just gonna fire right here, which is what they're waiting for. She's gonna take her raggedy self on that house. And plus, they got people looking out over here on that porch. Yeah, and these people don't sleep. They're in that poverty mindset where they feel they have to do illegal things to survive. And they don't care what nobody say because that's just what they have to do to make it. And they're stuck right there. They're stuck. And they don't care. Most times, whenever you do crimes for people, whether they're in the government or not, look at this possum. Now I got to sit here and fight with this ugly thing. Now, what can I throw down there that'll prevent these things from going down there? Oh, they live up in the basement. Somewhere up under the building, probably. That's probably why it ran in there. I kept seeing the light come on and I was confused. And then I said go out. Because cats and things are in there. In fact, cats be in there. So if they're down there, listen, I ain't got time. I'm not going to worry about the fat, crazy lady. She was out here with no clothes on. Man was whooping up. Talk crazy. Again, I don't know crazy. I ain't bother nobody. So I don't know why she'll be saying something. It's like she said, get out the car, B-I-T-C-H. But I'm going to charge it to some of these people have mental problems. A lot of these women, something wrong with them. And they going to be wrong by themselves. Okay? We ain't bother nobody. Y'all got to see that ugly fat lady? She must have been through something. Maybe she thought I was somebody ready to whoop up. And she was just saying, get out the car. You know, you just reflex when somebody doing something you let them know I'm tough. Oh, see them things still running around near the basement? And I'm up here trying to go in the house. What? They're just running around. We need a bigger spotlight, for real. That's weird. They just roaming around. Then I ran into me. I won't do that. Okay, so let me get ready. And the lights coming on because I turned them off. Oh. Okay, there we go. Always go off when you need it. As soon as you get out, good enough. Go home. Oh, y'all still with me? Yeah, maybe she was just letting you know, come through that alley. Don't play with her. What the little crack baby was doing? Yeah, places are weird, and this is a part of me wanting to create a new society, a new group, new housing, where people can get away from all this stalking and weirdoism and people sitting out, watching when you come in, when you go out, trying to set you up, trying to bust your windows, trying to whoop you up, trying to steal stuff, trying to steal your kids, trying to figure out your schedule. Let's say that. She's always doing stuff because they're in poverty and they're taking these deals because that's their little come up. Oh, all you gotta do is pull up when she pull up. We'll give you $500. So take a picture. You pull up, you see her, do a video, and then you come through there. We'll give you tinted windows. We'll give you a little car. We'll give you 2 cars. And y'all can sit out at various times and watch this person. We're just gonna give you some money. All that stupid stuff. Okay. I can't get a job. I'm sexed out. I got demons on me now. I can't get off my back. All they gotta do is ride around. I can sleep with women all day with the money. I can trick it off. See, they already got an addiction. Sometimes they'll send you girls with demons on them or something. You get addicted to whatever they're doing, and you're giving them all your money. So they're getting the money back because they're paying. So you think you're smart. You get 5,000. You think, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You done cleared the house out, got rid of your mama, whatever. And now you out here giving it out. Now we're going to go to the front. I'm going to show you they're coming. They're going to be pulled off. Because they wasn't doing nothing in the first place. Watch how loud I get. Want to give you some? Yeah. Go ahead. I gotta get some water. I'm bringing the cup. They still out there for now. They're doing nothing, huh? Yeah. I gotta come on. Oh, go ahead. Jesus, you got it, man. Well, that's got it. So
Then insult to injury is, oh, look at them. They'll never succeed. Look at them. They already have a criminal background. They already doing something legal to make it. We know we're making it hard for them to pay rent, do this and that, and have somewhere to stay. How are they making it? How are they making it? You know, I'm not sure. Okay. I have this cup. Not bothering anybody. Normally the lids are separated. It's not something that's foul. I don't think it's this cup. It's really loud. So I'm trying to unscrew it. At my house. I'm trying to unscrew it. I'm not supposed to use this brush. Well, let's see. Okay, somebody is psychotic around me. Somebody is crazy as all get up outside. For real. They're nuts. Just keep going. Fabulous, crazy stuff. Like the mind and stuff. They're trying to prove to me, yes, I am crazy. I don't know. Yes, I am checked out, but do not accuse me of not being crazy. Yes, I am. I'm not even acting alone. I mean, everything I own is twisted up on the crazy side. It's ridiculous. Oh, get my apple pie. I'll give me some soda. Come on, plug this. I remember turning lights out where people leave them off. Like I do, I don't care. Ain't my dear. You already shut it? Huh? Just a little bit? Got a little bit already? No? I've been had the thing down to half. I think.
It's not.
Of course not. You know we do leaders. You enjoy it. That's why you got it.
It's not.
Excuse me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Got a few more days in the month. I started next summer, right? All the cut everything be gone. Don't make no sense. You say you hold it to make sure it's cool. Okay. That'd be the extra money. I look up, it's like, where the extra money go? Somebody in my account or something weird, huh?
You remember back then.
All right. Go to my cubby hole. Huh? Huh? Tomorrow? So see, because some people have already been deemed, well, a lot of people, I'm telling you, it's not even based on race. It's people online right now crying about everything because it's real. It's getting bad on everybody.
people with real estate that don't have that level of wealth that they should, they junk going up, getting refinanced and reordered and restructured, and they crying, hey, my junk went up, your junk going up. Yeah. Starting on the renters. Now, see, if I had already had access to things, nobody would be crying. Guess what? All this stuff is free. It's free. All these imaginary numbers and games these people playing don't make no sense. It's ridiculous. So, whatever people have set up and gotten into, now everybody else paying for it. This is the beginning of the Bible days. The Bible said it was going to happen in this lifetime. Well, I'm being about it. Okay, doesn't matter. It's happening. The best thing you can do is not trust a person. Trust God. In the name of Jesus. Not a joke. Life is not a game. It's real. It takes prayer. You have to connect to the creator of all this stuff to get it right. I'll take it off. I don't care. I'm hot. It's trying to grow. Every time it starts growing, it comes back out. I'm hot. And look, the window back up maybe. That thing was cooking me. But yeah. It was growing, getting full. And then the whole half of this side went out. That's the side people keep beating up. Putting stress on. That's all right. Gotta happen. I'm going. It's all right. So, maybe I'll wear the brown outfit tomorrow. I'm trying to look professional, but so everybody's about to feel it though. God will be your only savior. God will be your only way out. You ain't gotta accept it. You ain't gotta believe it. But some of us have already made it. Just because you're struggling and someone has made you feel like you can't succeed outside of them or a system or something of that nature, and they've set up every possible way to say she's doing something illegal, he's doing something illegal, when you're not. And that's the system until they find something, whether they say they're investigating for the past 10, 20, 30 years. Their family, friends, doesn't matter. Your community, somebody else's community. We're all related. Hey, cousin. Hey, cousins. Every creature on earth is related to God. And through that, we're all connected. Whether you like it or not, don't matter what you call yourself. No matter, I think about the Hatfields and the McCoys. McCoy. Collins. Anyway, sometimes people
sometimes people that's crazy. I was on TikTok and structure. Despite me being a little bit more rounder, because I don't have the money to be super, shaped up. Because somebody caused me to gain a lot of weight, and when I dropped it, I look like Lunel. I ain't gonna say nothing. We could be related. Um, all of the weight dropped down too, but it has a filter, I think, on TikTok that says, well, "Who do you look most like?" And Beyonce's face came up, and I was like, "I'm not shocked. We're related." So despite all the whatever she does, cosmetics, makeup or whatever, contour, whatever, the shape, the eye probably, and whatever else, it says, yes, you guys are. So I knew that. I kept looking at this child like she looked like my cousins in Minnesota. A lot of people do. Sierra, a lot of them. I'm telling you, I don't know who's doing this, except they are inviting people that they're connecting through blood. Like if you go to the hospital for anything, whenever you were born, or if you go through whatever, once you do your blood work, I think it's put into a file or a system where they may watch you. And I'm going to say this. A lot of us very well could be, because her mother looks just like my aunt. And her name is very similar, but people change their names, and maybe they're born and they take out like Lyons. That is family's name. Hers just says Lons, Lons. And I'm like, no, the Y is missing. Family name is Lyons. Now, maybe I shouldn't say that because I could this might hurt. But my point is, may the Lord cover you, bless you. Please don't sue me. But her mother looks like my aunt. A lot of people's mothers look like, at least that's what they told me I was lying. There's a facial feature that these people have, very distinctive. Again, I'm looking at two particular kids. For some reason, I keep associating JFK, Marilyn Monroe, and the other one, Julie Garden. That's her name, Garland, and Liza Minnelli. Weird. Now see, y'all know. Anyway, but these kids could be those products of those people. It's weird. And they go through a lot because people resent them because of who their parents could have been. So somebody got a Steph Mo's shoot 'em up movie reel list of people that had children with famous people that they didn't like and were mad at, and they'll get these people killed and keep the kids and throw them around, keep track, have blood work and all that on them. Call them into Hollywood, and they're all related. You know why? Because their parents got sucked up into that sex machine. So these are the kids. I want to say random. Where did that come from? These are the kids that were not randomly picked. I'm not going to say they were targeted. I'm not going to say they were pinpointed. But they were chosen because they were the children of famous people. And just say 50 years ago, one of these people's parents were killed because she had a child with the president. And the grandchild, or the child, or a great-grandchild of that person, they figured, hey, why kill that lady, man? Or that man? And we're looking at the other kid now. We're going to try and make this right. Bring that kid in here. They shouldn't be in poverty because their parent died. Come here. They shouldn't be in foster care. And look like we can get something out of this kid. They might have the same talents. Let's look. Then they bring you in. And then all this abuse started happening again. Abuse. A lot of these people came from other countries. These women. No visa. Sex trafficked. I've done too much. Oh well. And then they have children with these folks that were a part of the group. And then the wives, if someone else gets mad, like, this is a disgrace, let's kill her, and we'll take the kid. And then the kid grows up and whoop, pops out in Hollywood with a quote unquote parent. It's not their parent. But I can tell that it's a sick game. Some of these men have fathered kids, and they'll go get these kids and bring them and put them in music groups. I let them know nothing. Or it could be an uncle of a cousin of a cousin of an uncle. But they know. The kids don't know. Oh, we raised them like family. And I'm looking at the faces like they all look alike. Even their husbands. And it's like you can't see it. You have to, I guess, God. I don't know. But I'm looking at like, these are y'all. And maybe it's not like close. But again, we're all related. But that's more creepy. Again, if I'm wealthy somewhere in the world, in the universe somewhere, they put this guy around me, and at some point I kept looking when he spent more time with me. And I kept looking, and I'm looking, my ancestors, my people that's passed on that I've gotten to meet. They were like, look at him. Remember our eyes. Remember our facial features. Remember our eyes. Remember our postures. Remember how our eyes were dead or shifty. How we was always watching things that just like, I know that was going to happen. Just like, ain't nothing new. Pay attention. Watch the men. Remember the activity you used to see when we were around, when we would come to you, or, to your part of the world? Remember how the men were? Remember the stories we told? Remember our eyes. And I was like, the eyes? But then I started looking at my head. And I was like, my auntie's eyes, their voices, the things they said, the way they looked, the way they lived, the things that happened, the stories I heard. And I started looking at the eyes. And one day it's like they all came and sat. And they were like, do you remember? And I was like, what is that? And I'm naked. And they're like, don't even worry. Nobody's talking, but it's kind of like, do you remember? So, again, when they come and sit, I kept saying eyes, face. Remember our eyes. I even told my daughter, pay attention to your eyes. Because if you look, I won't say dopey, but if you look like you're not plugged in, people are going to think you're slow and they're going to play with you. And we get relaxed. I put my glasses on, and if you just sitting up here staring at me, I'm going to I'll look flat. You might think it's okay. Because I'm cool like that. I ain't trying to look like no video vixen. Trying to have no reputation for being a pedophile and everything. Where did I put the car? Oh, it fell. Looking at me, and we chilling. I look kind of. These things like bifocals now too, chill. When I first got them, they had a little glare that said bifocal right on the side. It was clear. Look, listen. So see, I look real like you want to play with me. See that? Because they've been playing with my prescriptions when my eyes squint. And so you might think in these glasses, I'm slow. Thick glasses don't make you slow, stupid. Especially when people messing with you. See how this side got more fat than other? That's what I see on a lot of these people. See how that one side goes down, other side kind of smirks up? That's family trait. I keep telling people that. That's why Elvis was always kind of like, they were shy because of that. A lot of men are. The women just go berserk. That's Cole Brown. She could have been one of, I ain't gonna say black, but she could have had some biracial. Who cares? No, I won't say biracial. She had, where is she coming up? Nicole Brown. Nicole Brown. Brown. That is one of the family names, I think. Brown. Now I want to say this again. There's a lot of people that had children that didn't look like them around the world throughout time. And these kids were destined to poverty. In some cases, they would still bring them to the stage, put them into Hollywood or into a certain status, maybe as, I won't say a call girl, but they call them comfort girls. Most times it was for the black ladies to be used as property to entertain men that came in for business. They probably still doing that, dusty men that ain't grown up yet. But that's what prostitution is. You take hold of someone and you control them financially where they can't get a job or do anything or have relationships so that you can tell them what to do. Still happens, huh? So there's a lot of women out here that were put into the position where they couldn't take care of themselves so that they can serve as comfort girls. Somebody said a midnight ballerina. That was the most hilarious thing freaking I heard. A nightclub dancer. A midnight ballerina. It's a nice way of saying, yeah. We shouldn't have to live like that. But to the pleasure of the greedy men that haven't grown up. It happens. That's so sad. And they make it very lucrative that you can get up there and dance on that pole for them. Or on that stick, whichever. It's really sad. And they'll snatch your daughters and kill you just to keep the machine going. Anyway. Yeah, all these people are related. So when you look at Hollywood, despite their nationality or whatever, generally they have some relations of blood. And those are the ones that seems to be invited. Because I'm telling you, these are all the freaking people that I promise you, if they was doing some type of analyzation. And that's what somebody said. Some of us was destined to be up there, but maybe to save us from that machine, people didn't allow us to get in it because it's like they don't deserve that. Or they're protected. Or you can't put them in there. They no. And it's like, I don't know what made you more special that you did not become a part of that. They was trying. Why she ain't got touched? All the other cousins got touched. All the other cousins had to get on the pole. They had to get, on the roll, whatever. Why she so special? And we gonna bring her some news. She over there being prissy, at peace. We gonna bring her the blues. No, she don't get off scot-free. We up here tap dancing, having a comfort people or whatever, entertain her. No, she gonna get in somewhere in here or get a whooping because, So they say I said whoop a mama crazy nut. Yeah, I'll be her handler. Okay, let's put in government records. Stupid. Because somebody had already written that you don't need no handler. Per God. Somebody said, we did it, she gonna do it. And somebody said, I wouldn't do that. And somebody said, you don't know what you're talking about. And I promise you now, they sitting there with their skull peeled back going, it's drafty in here. Oh, yeah, this is up. I can't even put it down no more. I can't even let it down. This is up. My skull cap is peeled back. I can't even lay it back down. Can't scratch my head. Can't think. I don't feel good. Feel a draft. Did I just say that? I can't even let it down. Can't even scratch my head. Huh. They on loop. It was funny. And they was messing with us. They felt like it was our turn to dance. It was our turn to suffer and go through something. And God was like, don't touch that one. Don't touch that one. Don't touch that one. I'll buy humbug. Like everybody else. Get out there. I don't do that. Handle her. Sir, you better keep your hands to yourself. Hi. Hey, let's be friends. Okay. You're a demon. What? Let me just be your friend. Yeah, tell her you her friend and then whoop her. I'm your friend. I'm gonna whoop you up. Better run. I'm just trying to get your hands up. Yeah. Run. Run before I get you. Teddy bear, please. Little baby teddy bear. You know, the stuffy, gushy. Now, I'm mean and gruesome. Rrr. Don't make me hit you. Listen. Oh, yeah, we friends. We're friends, lady. Oh, good. Jesus, this man is bipolar. I'm just trying to stay your life right. Huh? Why are you being so mean, stupid? Stupid. Didn't I say wrong, lady? Wrong for they get you. Listen. So, you want to go out? I don't want no commitment after I'm supposed to try and make you think we're in one. But, yeah, let's go out. Because they love watching us on the camera. What? He wasn't saying that, but common sense was saying he got a camera on them glasses or something he wear. And he listening to everything. Maybe he's trying to protect you because he figured these niggas trying to set me up. She said they was. I ain't finna get myself in trouble. They on their own with this. Let me just go to sleep. I ain't got time for that. I ain't going to hell. I'm like, that's your best bet. Keep your hands off me, too. If you're trying to hit me, you ain't gonna walk out the way you came in. I'm trying to tell you. And he was working on my nerve. They was telling him, you better get her, you better get her, you better get her. Guy was like, I'm gonna get all y'all. Keep it up. You know you ain't supposed to touch her. And y'all sitting up here playing these games because y'all scared. You're supposed to have the spirit of faith, not fear. Since you don't, she gonna have to. I'm like, I ain't got time for none of this. I got stuff to do. Where are my children? I love my babies. Because that's what this is about. The love for my kids. After y'all grown folks, I'm crazy. I got time to fight y'all. God do though. I don't believe in all that. We God. I'm God. Oh, okay. Well, let's take a nature walk. Remember, my folks and I said, look at the eyes, right? Look at all of this that God has created in nature. See the water? See the trees, grass, the sky. When did you create any of that? No. Oh. Okay, so by the way, guys, there's a guy that went on social media and said, no, we make clouds. We make the clouds for Chicago. We're the cloud makers. I mean, the government don't want y'all to know that, but we make clouds for the city of Chicago. Well, God still made the material that you're using, so whatever. The figment of our imaginations. I'm thinking of some stuff too, and once I do it, you can't stop it without meeting God. Now, because I figure if you can create prisons, I can also create housing. And God says if you try and block it, it's going to create prisons for you guys. Now, I took a video of me going out in the morning, like 5:30, 6 o'clock. And there were these purple, dark blue clouds at the baseline of the city line. Not up here. blue, purple, blue clouds that rolled up. They didn't move, but I'm just saying it went from like the skyline of the downtown area from the west. I was going east. And at the bottom of all of the scrapers and stuff is this dark blue thing of clouds. And it made me think, are they letting us know that they did that? To put these dark blue clouds, purplish blue, along the skyline? Or the city? And I was like, who cares? God created whatever we create. We're using his stuff to make it, so pipe down. Everything we sit on, lay on, eat, God made it. We just manipulate it out of the figment of our imaginations. Amazing. God made our lives beautiful, and we take it for granted and hog and steal from others. And I mean, it's enough for everybody. It really is. There's no need for anybody to feel like, not you, you're on the list. That's just sad. We're going to put you on the list and you can't get it. He created all this beauty for us to enjoy, and people deny you. Oh, no, you can't. So now you got to focus on survival where you can't even enjoy the goodness of God, the brilliance. And just looking around the room at all of the grand ideas that God has downloaded to the earth for our convenience. And people going, no, you can never have a room to yourself to just think and enjoy. We have to disturb it. It's so retarded. No, you can never have space to raise your own children and we mind our business. Not you. No, you'll never have a home to cherish all the things you've ever accumulated and enjoyed in life. And have dignity and righteousness and respect of a community. Not you. As righteous as you are, as good as you do everything great, and as much as you love people, you're on a list. What list, nigga? A list of the psych ward sick people that need jackets that are out here loose, feeling like they actually have the power to deny somebody basic human rights. Are you stupid? Basic human rights? Not you. You're not people. You're objects. Oh. Yeah, you're the people that's going to the global warming space. I call it hell. Global warming. Do you believe in global warming? Is it a thing we should worry about? Oh, remember, there's no heaven or hell. You don't believe in God. No, don't worry about the earth burning up suddenly. Of course not. No, it's just a figment of our temperature and imagination. Right? We have a fever. The earth has a fever. I heard it's unleashing. It's because people are steady being evil and blocking people that should not be blocked. But again, don't do too much because God has already set it up where the righteous will have their space on this earth without interruption, without all the spying and the lying and the destruction. In your lifetime, you will see a space that's created for peaceful people that don't deserve all this foolishness, all this being put on the list from birth. You didn't even have a chance. That's not even your real name. And people just decide, yeah, you on the list. Yeah, this lady, great-grandmother, first, second generation, could have been slave owners, last name Johnson, I don't know. But the word is they got married and she changed everybody's last name to Johnson. So for you to put me on a list based on the last name is utter foolishness. They got married. I'm going to say it was a love story. I have pictures. And everybody's name changed to Johnson. This could have been early 1800s. I don't know. But I heard it was a love story. A love song. And here comes all these pretty babies. I don't know. But the point is, God is in control of all of this. And he wants humans to enjoy his goodness and give him praise. No one should be creating hostility and poverty and scarcity and lack on purpose. There's too much God in everything. And it's sad that people are that sick that they want to see people suffer. It's crazy. And God has a solution for that. For some random reason, I feel like there is a host of angels that are embodying humans. I hate to say it, but they're taking care of the problem. The people that find cotton and linen as a way of escaping, God is saying, I am the cotton and linen. There was $1 that fell out of it. I'm just kidding. I was on my banking, and I happened to put out cotton and linen, and I put it in the it spit it out because it's very I forgot. What's in the map? Well, I could find it. Gotta hide everything, but can't hide nothing because this is an open space. Everybody's like, you're not at home. Wonder why. That's okay. I got a permanent home. You cannot take, sucker. But doing my banking, I got this one spit out for some reason because it's wrinkly and old and didn't recognize it. It's an older dollar from 2017. I shouldn't be this wrinkled, but whatever. And it's a little ripped. So it spit back out. Plus it's a little worn here. Who's that? Federal Reserve. Now remember, these are people that actually be printing this. They shouldn't be. They don't own anything, but they feel like we got the power. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, hey, hey. We got the power. God is this. Without the cotton that God created, without the linen that God created, no matter what you use and call it money, you can use people and call them currency. God made it. This is all God. It even says here, this note is legal tender for all debts, public and private, but not illegal. Not a legal activity. It is a legal tender. It says for all debts. Now, did they change this? Hold on. Y'all ain't even worry, man. Okay. Secretary of Treasury. No, we don't even know these people. Stephen T. Yeah, him. And then you have the Treasurer of the United States, like Junta. Who are these people? Do you ever meet them? And who's printing the money? Who's the Federal Reserve? Why is this a note? Like a car note? Look it up. In God we trust. This is the concept of God seeing all things. I don't know why people trying to act like it's them. Like they need to be the ones seeing everything. This is God, all seeing eye. And I heard this is because this is another country. The Great Seal of maybe Israel and United States. That's what I heard. Seal of the United States, it just says of the United States. See? And this one says the Great Seal. Boy, if you guys ever looked at this artwork, it's wicked. That's sexy. I love it. Very detailed. I love it. See, I like these. I love art. I'm looking at this here. Well, they used to do the stickers. They used to let the art children from the art schools, from the art programs in the different cities, different schools here in Chicago. They used to compete for the city window sticker. And I did one in high school. And it was creative. But they didn't choose it. I think another kid won. Remember, if the mob been watching because your daddy is rich, they'd already decided that you were going to be in poverty and not have your daddy's wealth because you was on that list. Why? Because they felt like it. The wife was mad that your daddy chose to have pleasure with a pretty dark-skinned lady or a fair-skinned lady before marriage or after the wedding. And that lady vowed, not in this lifetime, boo. And your daddy said, okay. And society took care of you. And that lady probably had your mama taken out. Lots of people around there. And she was hoping you go too. Because she just knew her man was going to leave her everything and he didn't. So since he didn't leave her everything, now you really got to go. Test. Ain't that about something? You ain't even asked to be here. You had nothing to do with the whole process. They didn't want your what gone. She don't even care if you ever get it. She just don't want you to get it. She don't care who gets it other than you. The people around her being prejudiced. They done got into God's business and said, we'll help you. God said, and that's why a lot of you guys are going to be what? Ruined. All because of some paper. Cotton and linen. Which is who? God. This right here makes people want to kill others. That's sad. It's just paper. And it's used for legal tenders and debt. Half y'all ain't never had no debt. You've been stealing all your life. Why are you still stealing? Because you'll be in poverty if you didn't steal, right? So you figured if I steal other people's stuff, that I'll stay out of poverty. But I don't care about them. As much as you've been stealing all your life, you still stealing. You ain't even got enough to just stop and let people have their stuff. You still stealing other people's stuff. God. So in this season, you guys are going to realize that every absolute thing we see, mirrors, curtains, papers, shirts, God is it. You didn't make this stuff. The materials, you didn't create none of that. Food, you didn't create none of that. We can use it, manipulate it. We can bounce off a new idea from that. But all of this is God. Everything you see, rubber, plastic, metal, God. And he says he wants his stuff back, including his body. Some of y'all should have been here 30 years longer, even if you're in your 70s or 80s. But due to your greed, you want demon time. You want to spit it up. Congratulations. So have fun trying to cause damage and havoc to people, trying to make them cry and kill their kids and all the little demonic things that your little global warming hellbound little stuff gonna do, because just like you keep printing money for yourself and your friends and giving people the reject money or the play money or little money. Oh, you only get $1 here. We need that back in taxes plus 270,000, by the way. So here, just take this little dollar here. We're gonna steal it anyway. You've been stealing. You still stealing. Putting people into poverty. And you don't need to. But if you were ever to get all of that taken away, what you really have would be poverty. Because you never wanted anybody else to have it. So you just took everybody's stuff off. Checks, pensions, homes, right? You just keep doing it. Kids, selling them to the meat market. Who does that? Would you like us to grab your kids and sell them? I mean, what is wrong with you? Why is anybody else's folks so available but yours aren't? What? Are you okay? Why is it okay for you to do this and then act like everybody else is crazy? I'm just curious. I don't know. Are you okay? So I'm gonna give all this to Jesus and get some rest. And I know you're gonna interrupt me, but people keep saying, just get through it, because this person knows time is up. So bear it, honey. And all the people that you hired that are going with you, and you're trying to make it like it was this other person and this other person doing stuff when it was you, greedy gremlin. You stealing people's assets and properties and paying the poor folks that felt like they were so impoverished and couldn't get a heads up that they would actually go out here and have children with people that you told them to do so that you could steal and kill the parent and then have the kid. And then they get so far up and then you take them out too. And then you can take their kids and then just leave people alone. And this is why your venture is over. Because you are too greedy for God. This is God. Y'all killing over God. You stealing God? You don't think he know what his energy is? All the bodies y'all done throw around, you don't think God knows what those are? You don't think there are people that can tell the story of what you did? Or that did leave word? And people just ain't told you? And it will be in a documentary once you fall out because you sped up the clock. You sped up the clock. Chasing this. We should have been chasing God. This is God. But he said, don't love money. He said, don't be greedy. He said, don't kill and steal and destroy over this. This is cotton. This is paper. This is the same stuff you wearing. Don't hurt nobody. And you did. For this, paper. It's paper. I could rip it now. Yeah, but it ain't worth another person's life. You want somebody killing you over some money? You got all this police protection, most likely. You got all this military force to protect your stolen money, the assets. So can't nobody hurt you and yours. But again, you got to contend with the clock that you set, that God said, okay, now you'll mess with my favor. You know what I'm saying? All these little silly, goofy people out here for the past couple of years because you're trying to steal something that don't belong to you. Big time. All y'all, whoever, over this. And this belongs to me all day. God. This is mine. This is me. And you're going to hurt, kill, and steal and destroy somebody for me? Oh, we don't do that. My favorite? Oh, yeah, you got to go. Thus saith the Lord. So enjoy trying to torture me and whoever else. Enjoy whoever you killed, or if you killed somebody related to this. Because, I mean, you're just on the rampage as usual, you and your little imps. And these machines that these black people made, you know, the ambulances, the fire trucks, and y'all feel happy, don't you? Even these little Ford trucks y'all be driving. I promise you, there was a man that was already making these cars, a black man. And he had a whole big car dealership. But guess who took the idea? Can't have nothing, can you? But we're going to get back to that. We're going to get back to the thieves that like to steal stuff. Because I got several ideas. And y'all ain't going to be able to steal them. You ain't going to be here to steal them. And people that think like y'all, they going with you. God's going to make sure of it. Now, you can say, well, we'll take y'all out. You can be childish. But we're going to be back. We ain't going to global warming. No, we're going up or yonder, wherever that's at. And then we're going to come back with different bodies. And I'll tell people, just watch my eyes. They'll be back. You won't even be here. Don't worry about it. But the people that will be back, you know it's me because it's going to be on my eyes. Watch the eyes. Now, yeah, the little heathens that think, oh, well, okay, we got to see what that's like so we can mess it up. God knows. He wrote the book, child. He wrote the book already. He knows who's going to be back, who's not. I'm not judging, but I know I ain't bothering nobody. And I know you bothering me. And you'll set up all these little mentally ill folks to run around and try to continue messing with people like me. God ain't pleased, child. But congratulations. I love everybody. I told everybody to stop being a demon. Stop playing in these churches. Stop playing with people's lives. Stop eating people. Stop doing stuff. Stop doing stuff. Stop doing stuff. So where you think you're winning, God is going to change the whole game. Something's going to be eliminated for people. Not everybody. But money will be eliminated. And the people that agree with certain things, that's where that mark of the beast. You can call it whatever you want. It really is just someone that is so greedy that they've created a system that can't be stopped, that will devour everybody and everything, and they're going to find themselves most miserable, but they're not going to be able to come out of it. It's a whole machine, probably AI or related to it, where people will have to serve as slaves on a regular basis just to survive. But God's people will be free and happy and enjoying all the resources that God has provided freely. The wheat from the tare. So the people that wanted to serve the system, wanted to take the mark, wanted to be a part of the government, or not the government, but the part of that system or that machine or whatever. People are finding different definitions listening to me ear hustling. They don't get it. I'll say it again. The difference that people have to pay attention to is when you've had an experience and you share it with the scripture, people are doing this as a story time or something like that to make money. And they could have had the experience, but it's kind of like high school for them or some type of college research paper. Oh, okay, storytelling. And she's using scriptures and we want to show her up or want to compete or, make money. So we're going to use all these systems and come up with a very unique way of telling a story and sounding commercial-like, sort of, and entertaining. But we're gonna take our experience and we gotta apply scripture. Let's look up the scripture that would apply to this. Let's see what would be like a solution. Here's a problem. Here's a solution. Okay, we'll add the scripture right here. Okay, so guys, I have to tell you a story. I was at the store the other day and I had this lady that was staring at me. I didn't understand, and then this man came in. And he was doing all this stuff, and I was like, let me just pay attention. So I started paying attention, but I'm still shopping, minding my business, and getting my stuff ready to go to the counter. Then I noticed that everywhere I went, this lady and this man was there, but in different places. So out of my peripheral, I'm watching. Like as soon as I get near the line, they both kind of look at each other and start doing stuff behind me. And I'm thinking to myself, are they trying to rob me? What is this? So I take a step back and I deviate and go back around to, I move my cart. And instead of going in line, I kind of push to the side. And I go towards the aisle behind us, right? Behind the counter. Where I would have gone to the counter, I went the opposite direction. And so I'm kind of looking at the products on the shelf, not really picking anything, but I just want to see what happens because I went off script. Do you not know what happened? Stay tuned for part 2. All that good stuff. So then when I get to the solution, they'll say, so, I walked up to the lady and I asked her a question. This is part 2. And I was asking her, did she have a recommendation for something? Because I forgot to pick it up when I was shopping the first time. And she was like startled, like, how dare you ask me that? I'm here to follow you. Now, that's just what I was thinking. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Because they're very intensely watching me and looking at each other. Like, are they trying to rob me? So I picked up the phone when I left her and she gave me her advice. And I called my mother. And she's like, oh, you're at the store. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't tell you where I was. Yeah, you're just. Is there a lady there with a yellow shirt, some jeans or a skirt, jean skirt or something, some gym shoes? And I'm like, how does she know that, right? And is there a guy there that looks a little bit like you? He has on like a ball cap and blue shirt and some shorts. What color are the shorts, Mom? That's what my response was. Like, how does she know this? Are they gray? I'm like, what is going on? Well, stay tuned for part 3. So, guys, I'm talking to my mother, part 3, and she's describing these people to the T, and I'm like, what is really going on? And I'm starting to think I need to pull out my Bible lessons because I need to flash back and realize if you find a solution for this because this is weird. I don't understand how she knows what they're wearing, how there are people around looking at each other. And she politely says, well, honey, those are your parents. What? After all these years, this is what I'm finding out like this at the grocery store? Yeah, honey, they called me. They asked, where were you? And I said, well, you always make a trip to the grocery store. You go for me, blah, blah, blah. And they immediately, I guess, went there. And so there you are. Say hi for me. And I'm gone. What? All these years? And I'm flabbergasted. And I look at this guy. And yeah, that's my face. And I look at the lady. And I'm like, And they're like, you must have talked to your mom. Excuse me? Yeah, we're your parents. What? So, total strangers from the mother's mouth that raised me. These are my folks. And they're like, well, just go with us to the park or the restaurant or something and we'll just talk about it. We want to see you. We want to tell you. Do you know how old I am? Yeah, but we still want to see you. We want to touch bases with you. We love you. And we were in a hard time. But you want to still hang out? I'm like, this is so weird. Well, give me time. I'm just going to finish grocery shopping and I'm going to go do a few other things. And give me a minute. Give me your information. Stay tuned for part 4, guys. And then, so you got this. And then at the end of that, they'll bust out with, so guys, what I learned at this thing, part 4, is that, God is always with us. And, we have scriptures. I'm glad I grew up in church around people that kind of cared for me and gave me some guidance. And no, they weren't like cheerleading heroes or anything, but they were always supportive and there. And if I needed them, it was a real community. But finding out that these are my real parents and that these other people were raising me and they never really mentioned it, I mean, I can ask them later why, but the scripture always comes to mind. These good inspirational stories. But the thing is, they probably don't really have a relationship with God. They probably really don't live that life. They probably really didn't hear God speak a word. It was just something they applied, which is generally how it works. And God can speak. But some people just do it for entertainment purposes. There's not really any relationship with them and God or anything like that, or scriptures. And so if I tell a story, naturally people will make it look like it's not so glamorous because I'm not entertaining them. These stories like that. It's like a story time, which could be very lucrative. But the reality is life is not like a freaking movie, sort of. It's real life and it's raw and it's ugly at times. And you tell your story. And the pain that you actually felt throughout life and the things that happened to you, you literally had God coaching you through that stuff because no one else was available. And it's not cute. It's not funny. It's not a heartfelt little moment. Although God is a hero. And he does generate love, almost hero levels. So you can be commercial with it. But my point is, where I would tell a story where things were very painful or not so clear to me and probably still isn't, people would act like, well, like that, it's not commercial enough. You don't put enough perk in it and you don't describe it and say your words so clear and then I don't have that energy with the demons that I fight. And they're not even mine. You got time to be prissy with it. You up here trying to get people to stop hurting you so it doesn't come out as great. So me applying the scripture and I'm actually being hurt physically due to things that I don't understand and that's not my problem. That no one ever told me. And you got to figure it out. Or you got to get through it. It's a little different. So you quoting the same scripture and you saying what you're saying, it's like the anointing had to sit on you because, again, if you go and shoot up the people that you thought was bothering you in your head when they're really just spiritually being stupid and hiding, God had already told you, I got it. See your enemies today? You won't see them no more. You be like, when is it no more? You're tired of being hurt. You're tired of hearing rumors that people have killed your family. You're tired of every time you walk outside. This video earlier, the little bride. Why are you so evil, ugly? Anybody bother you? I'm just driving through the alley. And again, somebody could have scared her and said something. She let him know. You mess with me, B, you can get out the car and get it. I don't know, so I ignored it. I don't know why she said that, because that's something I would have did if I'm walking. Let him know. You going to get it if you mess with me. Get out the car if you want to. Because the lights were out. I was just going through the alley. Why is the light so bright and people sleeping, right? Dark. It was 11 something. So whatever the case, I would apply the anointing to the case. And that makes the story a bit different than someone that's just telling a story, which happens a lot and that's glamorized. It's artistic and very clear and informal because it's entertaining to the people that don't want any disturbance. And the truth disturbs people. I'm being hurt. So I'm not going to sit here and act cheerful. And that's what they were saying. Hollywood, the game is, act like it didn't happen. Anyway. You see it happening, you know it's happening, but act like you didn't see that. Act like it's not bothering you. Act like that didn't happen. We want you to. You have to be a great pretender because the magician is coming and things will disappear and you won't know what happened because they're training people to be magicians, really. Where people can disappear, things can disappear. Well, and in plain sight, no one will see anything. Because they're trained to not freaking. The reason why I say that is because I can lay down and wake up and everything looks the same. And I know I generally put everything up, but this time I woke up. There's no, as you can see, it's always open here. I have no privacy. They can hear me now, word for word. You see how quiet it is. And then you got this opening door space. So, pass gas, stand up. Everybody hears it. And they're ear hustling to make it cuter. But the point is, I'll wake up and my wallet will be out. Sometimes things will be missing. Let me check for something. Birth certificate could be missing. ID, you could take snapshots of debit and credit cards. Just weird. What I haven't seen, oh, there it is. Now, what am I looking for? Oh, I know. Start becoming up missing. Don't make sense. You look around one day, you see it, next day you don't. Shoes, clothes, things that you enjoy, things that you need, just gone. And it's like you ain't even. And by the time you notice it, people, money, property, all these psych ward patients. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I don't remember. Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You'll find it. You say that with your kids too. Have you seen about that talking? Oh, she alright. Can you put on phone? I can make her talk to you. By the time you figure it out, God done killed everybody. See? Playing games. Then they disappear. You don't know what happened to them. So there's a whole bunch of people that's about to exit this realm. And by the time people figure out what happened, no one's going to care. Because they had the art of illusions, right? Always wanted to play games, act like they didn't know what was happening, who was involved. Played a lot of games. God said, I'm the master magician. I see everything. I know everything. And I'm going to fix everything. So you be of good courage. You probably shouldn't cry when people exit the stage. Because they did what? Nothing but kept up havoc and problems. For no reason. Just had demons on them. Had opportunities to clear them off and said, bye, humbug. This is normal. God sent you to help all these people get these spirits off before they overtook them and it became a global disease. Now there's something else breaking out that people cannot escape. Several things that will break out that people would not be able to escape, and it will be exposed to those that think it's okay to expose others to the energy of death, destruction, or the kill, steal, destroy model. Destroy people's lives, break it up into small pieces, steal their families, use their bodies, get money, sell them to sex slavery, organ harvesting, whatever they do. Oh, we don't care. We're just making money. We're just making money. We don't care. We're making money. And God says, I am the money. And since that's all you think about, and I told you to think about me more, and you ignored me over and over and over. Dun, 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 dun. We don't believe in all that. We believe in the devil. God says, I made him too. He obeys me. So, okay, you made your choice. I sure did. Yeah, these would be the people that I wish deliverance to. They wish death to a lot of people. God said, ding, 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 right answer. You win. But it's your turn to get it, unfortunately. You didn't want anyone to perish, but if you're choosing the devil as your best friend, the devil already lost every case. He might win a little, whichever is bigger, but he's not going to win both. Because guess what? God wrote the story. And he's always the winner. You can't outdo God. There's a song. You can't be God given, no matter how hard you try. Said he giving that money to all those goofy mentally ill people that's doing all this. What is righteous? What? What? What is righteous? Righteous, I hear that. What's righteous? Hold on, y'all. Excuse my hips. No. No. Don't judge me. This ain't mine. I have a brand new couch. They didn't want me to have it, so they took it and gave me this nasty shit. Man, we watching let us sell. We can't even help it. Remember that. Ranches. Rankers? Rankers Island? Ooh, wait. Johnny, somebody going to Alcatraz, Alligator. Listen. Somebody went, John. Somebody going. Tell you somebody. How do I see it? REI? In the freakest I see righteousness coming. Is there a C? Ranges. What kind of skip is that? Somebody Regid? The Ranches Brothers. The Metal Archives. Vinyl, CDs, and more. Doing righteous stuff. Located in Chicago, Illinois. Formed in 1994. Kill every gay. Compilation appearance on 13 bands who think you're gay. Menace to Sobriety Records. Dying in Pain. Smashing Rainbows. Never Say Bye. B.I. Live in Homewood. Farewell to the Fireside. Bald and Bearded Demo. Die in Pain Records. Hardcore Punk. Trash. Thrash. Thrash metal. Punk. Status unknown. Misogyny. Rape. Violence. Sex. Humor. Metal. The Ranches Brothers. Hell metal. Destroy faggotry. Ranches. Not righteous. Because in a sense this has a righteous theme, sort of. Destroy faggotry. They had a strong resentment towards people that raped men that raped other men. R.I.P. Random band labels. Country. Chicago, Illinois. Ranches Brothers. I'm telling you, I be sitting here. It gives me chills. Ooh. Chicago, Illinois. Ranches Brothers. So what is it about them? What happened to them? I'm scared to go digging down here. It says R.I.P. Dang. Put it in bare. Death or Glory, Holocaust cover. Ego bodybuilder, humiliated beyond belief. And Anatoly Jim Frank. Oh, okay, they threw him in there. Anatoly. So they updated him. Oh, they're using his music, maybe? Rate Your Music. Die Faggot Die. The Ranches Brother Bandcamp. Now they must have been molested, child. Unless somebody got screwed up because somebody hunching on a kid, a boy. Let's talk about Die Faggot Die by Ranches Brothers, because someone's got to say it. This 2001 slab of vinyl, also floating around in CDR purgatory, is who are the Ranches Brothers? The Ranches Brothers are a rock band that are infamous for their profane, rude, and chauvinistic satirical humor. In terms of their sound, they have been referred to as grindcore, metal punk, something. I wonder what happened to them. North Side Cruster. Off the Bald and the Bearded Demo. Ranches. Righteous Ranches. Look. Yeah, okay, the word ranches. Relating to something disturbingly weird, it can also be used in the opposite manner as something rather wonderful. It is its own. Yeah, that's a conflict here. Ranches Brothers. It's like righteously wretched towards people that have certain agendas. Yeah, we're misogynistic, or we talk about it. Yeah, we talk about kill, steal, and destroy, but it's in the sense that it's righteous because we don't agree with men forcing other men to serve them. So it's ranches. It's righteously rancid. That's ranches. RAUNCHOUS. Again, of or relating to something disturbingly weird. It can also be used in the opposite manner as something rather wonderful. It's its own antonym. By looking at the dreary clouds, it can be seen that it's going to be a rancher's day. Her shirt is so ranchous. Ratchous. Ratchous? Then I don't worry, it's a different spelling. And then you have the Raucous. And then you have the Rauchous. Listen. Raucous Bacchus. What the frick? I don't know.
Raucous Bacchus.
Raucous Bacchus.
Raunchous.
Raunchous, yeah. Raunchy. But not the raunchy. Is it the raunchy? She's so raunchy. That's so raunchy. Why are you so raunchy? Oh, raunchous. They ain't gonna worry me. They're not. Raucous Bacchus. What? Wildly drunk. I'm feeling disturbed. I don't know. Okay, so raunchous with the EOUS is grimy and disgusting, but for a good purpose. Like I said, it's like you capture somebody and you hurt them because they're hurting kids. So again, it's kind of like talking about people that aren't just out here flamboyantly living because they've chosen to have a good relationship with the same sex. God will judge. I don't care. There's people that's in the opposite sex relationship and it's like, why, God? Why? So I'm not judging. I ain't judge. I don't. But say the same people have a club where they take kids, boys mostly, men, and they sodomize them and force them to grow up in that condition where that's all they know. And now the kids are hoping to get picked at 19 by a rich gentleman that'll take care of them because now they can't even go to a girl. They're swinging and sweet and adjusting their wigs now. I've never done that. One time, it was itchy and I was like, hey, I don't know why. I don't do that. But, so it's grimy and disgusting, but for good purpose. So you bust into the club, jack everybody up, rescue the kids, and then torture them for doing it. That it can be viewed as positive or beneficial. When speaking about a person so good, positive, and beneficial that they may purposefully include and deal with life's ish, metaphorically speaking. I don't get it. Poopy person. Poopy people. Ranchious.
Raunchous.
Raunchous. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, it's fancy. Then here's another one.
Raucous.
Raucous. I've heard that before too. Bad, awful. You are raucous. Horrible or unappealing. The opposite of good. Unpleasant or nasty. Unbecoming. Mean or ugly behavior or attitude. Yeah, my dog in his old age gets raucous and snaps at me when I try to love on him. There's a bunch of variations of his ranch house ranch monster day.
Roncountsmert. Roncountsmert.
No, it says ranch monster. When someone around you is extremely foul smelling. That's sad. I'm done. Yeah. So God is good and worthy to be praised. I think that's enough. That's enough. Because we love everybody and that's disturbing. That I saw that and I heard the name. I do it all the time, but I try to stay out of that lane because that's telling me that's going to take you down a really dark road or something could either happen to those people or their songs literally activated people to become like vigilantes. And that was the music to amp them up to go and save. Like, you can be raunchy and nasty and not commit a crime, especially to people that participate, like sex acts and stuff. But when you start to hurt people and force them into things, especially children, then sometimes people feel like they need to handle you personally. And it's like, to them, it's righteous, it's good, because they needed to rid the world of evildoers to hurt children. Guess what? I don't want to be a part of this. This is telling me God got some angels that's ready to handle some stuff. So I guess somebody's listening to this music here in Chicago, and they're carrying up, amping themselves up. And I'm probably talking too much, but God be the glory. Not for anybody getting hurt, but it's His will. People don't say no, don't you do. You know what? Just like somebody had dust in that eye and mine, not be here anymore. God said, I wish I'd left you to judge, but I didn't. And I'm the righteousness. And since you don't want to accept it from my angels that speak and try and save your life, you don't want to be saved. Get it? So, my angels, my vigilante angels, are now visiting. They're visiting. And they're gearing up. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I promise you. I was just a messenger, a survivor. My niece still hurts. Man. But it's good. Amen. So, you will see your enemies no more. That's so sad. That's so sad. I'm not going to listen to the music because I don't want to pick up on it. But it already says it's very racy, very aggressive, misogynistic, all that good stuff. So, I'm going to mind my business, drink my water. That's, what is the heat? Maybe I'm just cold. Maybe that's it. Gotta chill. I'll tell you now the secret to this. If you mind God's business, God will mind yours. If you're not minding God's business, God is minding you. I don't want that smoke. Till next time. What's the title of this? You ain't gotta be commercial, but you better be correct. Because God is judging. Not YouTube. God is the money. Pick your battles wisely out here.